Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Daniel Francis, and in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down my journey from a sales rep to learning how to launch, grow, hire, and build in the online coaching consulting realm. And so whether you're starting your journey right now, whether you're working with a few clients, whether you're trying to scale to a new level, I'm gonna share with you guys my journey so I can inspire, motivate you, and show you what's possible, and hopefully you can learn a thing or two. So let's get into it. I have 5 main phases, and I'm really gonna go into depth with each one. The first phase, I call this the COVID phase. This was really the chapter of my life where I had this big decision of what do I do? So to kind of put things into perspective, 2019, I was a director of sales. I managed about 50, 60 reps. I made over multiple 6 figures, extremely happy about. And I put my blood, sweat, and tears to even build this level, this team from honestly scratch. And when COVID hit, my whole project got put on pause. October of 2019, I just bought a house and drained all my savings. January 2020, I made a very smart decision and got myself a brand new Mercedes. And then March, basically everything kind of shut down.
If your friends ask you to meet, you should say no.
And for me, my whole life has been around taking risk and being able to be okay with losing the current identity for the next identity that's around the corner. I made the decision to say, you know what? I'm going to quit this job. I'm gonna go all out and just kind of figure it out. And that's what I did. I sent an email to the partners of the company that I was with. It was like beginning of April. I said, hey guys, thank you so much for everything the last couple of years. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put my resignation. It was a big shock because it was like the current version of me is slowly fading away. And I'm about to do something I've never done before. Then we go into chapter 2. Okay, so chapter 2 is what I call the niche phase, which was, okay, I want to go into the online space. What do I want to do? So 2018, 2019, what I was doing was I was writing a book on my life, and it was basically how I overcame my stutter and what I did. I call it the golden rule of communication. But it was around this idea that all these decisions that I made in my life was to overcome my stutter. I tried speech therapy, I was gonna try antidepressants, I was gonna buy this expensive Speech Easy ear device. I was watching TED Talks, and nothing was really working for me. And so I went down this whole journey of trying to figure out how to overcome my speech impediment. And so I realized that when I sing, I don't stutter. But I realized I couldn't sing all day. So I went through a speaking phase where I was a singer in a band. I performed on stage. I went through an academic phase. I thought if I became really smart, people would accept me, I would overcome my stutter, and life would be great. And I was wrong. The truth was I actually spent more time alone. Then I went through one of the biggest phases in my life, which is what I call the public speaking phase, where I learned how to public speak, where I got myself a public speaking coach. He even brought up that he had a speech impediment. And then after that event, I went up to him, I said, I don't know what you did, but I need you to coach me and mentor me. I really learned how to memorize speeches, and I would record them on an iPad. And anyway, and then I went into a door-to-door phase, and then I went into a leadership phase. When I went into what was gonna be my niche in the online space, I was like, well, maybe I could do this Amazon thing, maybe I could do a drop shipping thing, maybe I can do a YouTube automation thing, I don't know. But the truth was I didn't have a lot of time because I deferred my mortgage payments. So because I just bought the house, I couldn't afford the payments, and I pushed my payments for 6 months. So I was like, well, what could I do ASAP? What I knew is I overcame my stutter, and I'm not a speech therapist. I wonder if other people would be open to this idea too. And so that's what I did. I basically said, okay, so my niche is stuttering. That's it. I'm gonna go all out in it. I didn't really know. That was the truth, because I knew sales, I didn't know marketing. And then I went into the third phase where I basically went into, all right, Daniel, let's figure this all out. And so what I did was I did what everyone did. I watched YouTube videos all day long. I listened to podcasts. I would ask people around, and then I started reading books. So I bought the trilogy, the .com Secrets trilogy by Russell Brunson. And for the first 4 months, for March, April, May, June, I was like even writing my book. I was like, maybe I'll get a book coach. And then by the time I was like, it made no sense. And so I remember it was like, July, and I was like 4 months deep, and I'm like, I got nothing. I think I built like a little Facebook group of people around stuttering. I called this the Stuttering Genius. Like, there was nothing. And then I basically went down to the biggest root of my life, which was, if I'm going to do something, I have to find someone who's done it already. And so for me, my problem was I was listening to everyone. This person's over here telling me how to run a business. This person's over here telling me how to do this coaching thing. This person's over here, right? And so I went down to my root and I said, Daniel, how did you even get into your shoes? Well, the simplest thing I did was I got myself a mentor. I got myself a public speaking coach. I got myself a sales coach and a sales mentor. And sure, they were my boss, or sure, they were like a leader, but they mentored me. I didn't make it up. And I'm like, oh my God, last 4 months, I've been trying to make this up all by myself. I'm like, I've never run a coaching business. It's a simple concept, but we tend to overcomplicate it because you're like, I have all these books, I have all these different things. And so that's what I did. So my fourth chapter, I had to get a mentor. I had to get someone. And The truth was I didn't have a lot of money, but to me, money is a funny thing. Money is, if you want something bad enough, you'll always find the money. It mattered more for me to figure this out and pay for the right coach than to throw in the towel. There's more pain associated with that. And so I would rather go into debt and get myself a coach than quit and not do it at all. That's my thing. You do whatever you think is best for you. And so that's kind of what I did. I got myself a coach. There was all these things that clicked in a very short period of time. He goes, what's your marketing message? I'm like, what's a marketing message? By the way, this is a guy reading books, courses, every single video that you can think of. I'm like, I know everything about marketing. I was like, I have no idea what a marketing message is, right? There was all these fundamentals that were not in place. And that's why even my coaching program is called Master Your Coaching Business, because a master is a master of the basics. And I was trying to do things without the basics being put into place. And I see this with a lot of coaches too, where it's like they're trying to build these funnels and email automation, all these complicated things, but the fundamentals aren't even in place. So it was, okay, I help people overcome stuttering, so that's my method, through public speaking. Now let's go test it to the market, and that's pretty much what I did. Again, my journey is my journey, but it happened in a very short period of time. Like within 45 days, I grew my Facebook group, I did this live webinar on how I overcame my stutter through public speaking, I followed a template, and before I knew it, I had 6 people that signed up. This was my journey, but that was the turning point of my life. And then from there, basically what I did was in my, I would say the 5th chapter, which is the scaling factor, but basically I had my 6 clients, I taught this live program. Then what I did was, after I taught it, I got happy testimonials, happy clients. On the 6th week, I put it into a nice membership area. People kept watching my webinar. And then I remember this one individual from Arkansas jumped onto a call. Hey, I work in corporate. I love your story, love your mission. And my coach is like, okay, dude, now you gotta sell for high ticket. I go, I don't know if people are really gonna pay, because they're paying speech therapists $100 an hour. Like, why would they pay me, thousands of dollars? But that's what I did, was like, I kind of just believed in this whole thing, believed in my coach. My coach saw something that I couldn't see, and I think that's the power of a coach. And I started selling this program for $2,500. And I remember I said it to him. He goes, so what's the price after I show him everything? I go, $2,500. He goes, okay, that's fine. Do you take MasterCard? And I go, oh my God. And between me and you, I had my mortgage payments coming up like a month after that. And it was like, it almost felt like this plane's about to crash. And it was like, voop. And then before I knew it, I was selling selling this coaching program 2 a month, 3 a month, 4 a month. And I was like, dude, I just hit my first $10,000 a month. This is crazy. And that's pretty much it. And then 2021, it just kept going up like that. And then I started raising the rate. I was attracting like premium clients. And that's kind of what my brand started to become. I was like, if I'm gonna work with people, I would rather work with high quality at a small level than a mass audience. So to me, it's about how badly do you want something? And then from there, are you able to weather the storm when it gets very rough? And so that's basically my journey of me being this door-to-door sales rep, because I thought I was gonna do door-to-door for the rest of my life. Hopefully this video inspired you, motivated you. If you guys ever have questions, you guys can comment. If this was helpful to you, you can let me know. If this was not helpful for you at all, and you can post something bad as well. But it's a pleasure to get to know you, and I hope to see you again. So if you guys want to see other clips, be sure to click on other videos within my channel. And if you guys want to come book a call with us, I'd love to as well. It's a pleasure to connect. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.